Hello everyone. Uh, Today I'm going to show you a technique I call instant rectification, where I find the exact birth time almost instantly. Um, the way I do it is I take a very important event in the life of the person and I see if there are any very clear conjunctions or oppositions that reflect the event with the planetary symbolism. Now, it could be a square, trine, or sextile. There are no rules here, but I usually use conjunctions or oppositions uh, because they're the most powerful in producing events. Now, let me give you an example here with this Hui Long horoscope. Let's say that we've plugged in all of our events, and our search time is an hour before and an hour after, and we search. Okay, now this is a table of all of the possible birth times. One of them is the exact correct birth time to the second. I mean, it could vary plus minus 6 seconds, but what I usually do is I just snip this and I put it here. Now the real birth time is actually the first time, because the software is just so good. I have a video on how you can install this software if you check out my channel. Now the technique I'm talking about is this. Let's look at the event where he dies. You see this, the south node reaches a conjunction with Mars, and at the same time it opposes the 8th house. So look here at this exact conjunction between Mars and the 2nd house. It's very tight. It's 5 minutes away. Now the way Hui dies, Hui was a lawyer. He was a politician and a governor for the state of Louisiana. He was a dictator. He gets assassinated, he gets shot, and his death by assassination is clear here, because this horoscope is sensitive to a violent death, because the ruler of the ascendant is in conjunction with Mars. At the same time, it's opposing the 8th house, and it receives a square from Pluto and Neptune. So the ruler is very afflicted here, very sensitive to an early death. Even this plays a part, the Uranus in conjunction with the 4th house. But yeah, let's move on to another example. Here I have Bruce Lee. Again, now remember, here in this first example, the exact conjunction between Mars and the 2nd house, which is an exact opposition to the 8th, 5 minutes of arc from being exact. Bruce Lee, again, a very tight conjunction between the Sun and the Ascendant. Now these two planets, two factors relate to the general health of the person. Now the way Bruce Lee dies is brain edema. Now if you know some basic medical astrology, the brain is related to the planet Mars, and it receives an exact square from Pluto in the 8th house. The Sun is also installed in the 12th house. The ruler of the ascendant is in conjunction with Saturn in conjunction with the 6th house. So again, it's a very bleak image for health, tends towards short life. Let's look at the primary direction which underlies the event of his death. See this conjunction here? At the time of his death, it reaches an opposition with Saturn. I mean, this event does it fits the symbolism well. He dies two factors relating to health reach an opposition with Saturn. Okay, but other events also have to correspond. Like, look here for this Hui Long. Yes, for the date of his death, this symbolism is very good, but other events also correspond. Like, look at his impeachment when he gets impeached. Look. Oh, sorry. Here, the midheaven reaches a conjunction with Neptune when he gets impeached. Okay, so other events also have to correspond. It's not just one event, so I also look at other events. This is not the death. This is Salman Rushdie. When he look at this exact sun-moon conjunction. When he gets married, it reaches an opposition. The midheaven moves to an opposition with this conjunction when he gets married. Okay. Okay, Sam Cooke. The way Sam Cooke dies is he gets stabbed in the chest. Now, the chest is also related to the moon. The moon here is squaring the ascendant. It receives a sextile from Saturn. It receives a square from the ruler of the 12th and a trine from the ruler of the 6th. Okay, for his assassination, Pluto moves to a conjunction with the ascendant. So very clear, very powerful conjunction here. Let's look at this final example here, Sharon Tate. Again, another assassination. She also died through being stabbed. Okay, ascendant moves to an opposition with Mars. Mars moves to an opposition with the ascendant at the same time. This is also, you can factor this in. The part of fortune moves to an opposition. Again, these are topocentric primary directions. Very, very powerful directions. They differ a bit from the Placidian directions. If you want to read more about them, I have a few books you can go through. The rectifications here in these books are outdated, but you can read through the information written by Alexander Marr. I'll leave a link for this in the description. All of the books are free. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe.